Tuesdays with Master Coach A. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to episode 4. Today, we will be talking about opportunities from volunteer work. So, if you are a volunteer, you are thinking of volunteering, or maybe you are one company who's thinking, maybe I can start taking in, okay, considering having volunteers in my company, this episode is for you. So whether you are new to volunteer works, this is the first time you're hearing this, or maybe you've been doing volunteer works, this is also something that you can benefit from. So this episode is for you. If volunteering, volunteer works, volunteer activity is something that you want to consider, especially this time of pandemic where many of us cannot go on face-to-face activity. Yes, you can do a lot of volunteer works online, and we're going to be talking about the opportunities that's waiting for you, whether you are a service provider, you are a business owner, or someone who's into transition, like you're thinking of changing your works, changing your career, thinking of maybe that industry is something I may want to take a look at now, especially during this season of pandemic. So if that's for you, if this episode is for you, hop in, let me know and say, I'm interested, I want to volunteer, I want to know more about volunteering. Just let your presence be known. Okay, let your name, let your name be known also in the chat box. So you know that we are streaming via StreamYard. Therefore, if you have not allowed a StreamYard to get your name would not appear. So normally, I will not be able to see your names in here. So just in case, okay, you're seeing that your name is appearing Facebook user, maybe you say, hello everyone, this is Coach Candy. Hello everyone, this is Coach Sean. Okay, let everybody know that you are here today. Okay, give a shout out to everyone. And as for my end, I'm coming in live from Decaf Coffee Republic, the home of certified life coaches, where inspiration begins and transformation happens through the platform of life coaching. And today, we're turning 1 year old here in our second home, our home in Pasig City, inside Pioneer Center, or commonly known as EC. So we're like celebrating this day. We're here. I'm coming in live, and there are also fellow coaches, fellow change agents on the floor. And just in case you want to join, you want to hop in, you want to meet us, you want to say hello, have a coaching conversations, you are welcome to see us today. Coffee on the house, Cafe Americano on the house. That's going to be our treat for you. And also, if you are watching this live, okay, just for today, okay, I'm giving a special gift for everyone. That is my first quarter coffee journal, and that's available for all of you. And the only requirement for you to get that is to bless the Coffee Republic with an order of only 122 pesos. Why 122? We turned one on February, which is second month of the year, February 2. So 122. So I hope you're going to celebrate with us. I look forward to seeing you. We'll be here until the night. So hop in, join us. Let's have a conversation here at Decaf Coffee Republic. In case this is the first time you're seeing me, we're meeting together for the very, very first time. I am Master Coach A. You can find me, okay, in Facebook as Adet Purto. I am the Chief Community Builder here at Coach A Coaching Community. So hello everyone, to all my community members. I am Master Coach A. I am the person behind this group. Okay, my mission in building this group is to build a community of 1 million change agents who choose to stay alive and live beautifully. In this space, inside Coach A Coaching Community, we grow, we expand, and we thrive as a tribe through training, coaching, and community building. So if you are one person who's interested in nurturing your training skills, you are one person who wants to dive into coaching, or you are interested in tribe building, then just check out with us, because definitely we can help you go through the process. Okay? So, as a professional certified life coach, my focus is impact, income, and influence. And this is exactly what I do inside our premier Coach A Coaching Club, our premier group for coaches and entrepreneurs. So give a big shout out if you are a member of Coach A Coaching Club. Okay, our mission as a club is to create massive impact by turning our talents into income and influencing the people in our chosen domain and territory to the platform of life coaching. For those of you who's been following and attending my pre-sessions on money coaching workshops where we really dive in and hold hands with fellow coaches, entrepreneurs, and leaders to use their talent to convert, to monetize their talents, to turn their talents into income on Wednesday. So if you're coming from a different zone, so this could be probably your night of Tuesday, okay, night of Monday, okay. But if you are on a Philippine time zone, okay, today is Tuesday, so tomorrow, Wednesday, I am closing, okay, the money coaching workshop session 5, and there's so much freebies, there's so much opportunities for you to dive in and learn how to turn your talents into income. So get in touch with Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661, because you still have a lot of time, okay? So more than 24 hours to make a decision that would finally, okay, change the trajectory of your life in terms of your financial capabilities. All right. I want you to stay focused right now and drop me a comment. Let me know in the chat box, what is your dream volunteer works? Okay, so what is a volunteer works? No, okay, traditionally we've heard, and maybe you are familiar with this, that volunteer works or volunteering is described as an unpaid activity where someone gives time, gives effort. Okay, sometimes, okay, they also even give their money. Okay, and traditionally it is for non-profit organizations or individual who is doing an activity that is not capitalistic or into capitalism, or it means free. Okay, they're not making any money. However, through the years, we've seen a lot of transitions, and we've seen a lot of changes in the way volunteer work is being done. Nowadays, you can volunteer not only in nonprofit, you can even volunteer for church, you can also volunteer for organizations that is profiteering. It means that they're making profit, okay? But they are willing, they're open to take on, to hop in, and to accept volunteers. So let me know in the chat box, what is your dream volunteer works? Like in a day or maybe a week, or given an opportunity, what is one volunteer works that you gladly say, yes, I'm in. I want to do that volunteer works. All right. Hi, Claire. Okay, so I can see Claire right now. Okay, Coach Serenias, I can see you. All right. So, yes, let me know in the chat box your dream volunteer works. Now, let me know what what particular reason, okay, or what draws you, or what is drawing you near, what is making you attracted to this volunteer works. So why is this volunteer works resonating with you? Probably this work or this opportunity have knocked on the door or never knocked in the door, but you're thinking, that's my dream. Okay, I want to do that volunteer works. What are the works that you want to do? Okay, so, and if you want to do a volunteer works for an individual, type it in the chat box. Maybe that person is part of this community, or maybe in some miraculous and divine intervention, that organization or that person landed on our community, and they got to hear, they got to read that you are interested to volunteer for them, or you are interested to volunteer for that organization. So drop in the chat box, show in the chat box, type in the chat box your dream volunteer works, or who do you want to volunteer for? Who do you want to work with on a volunteer capability? All right. So let me know what makes you think that this is a dream come true. Like, okay, if that person say yes to me, well, it's a dream come true that I'm able to volunteer for that person. So let me know in the chat box. Okay, now let me dive immediately now to opportunities, because that's exactly what this live episode happening every Tuesday. By the way, if this is the first time that you're catching me up on a Tuesday, I am coming in live. This is fourth episode, and my commitment to the community. Okay, so I've never done a regular FB live or a regular training sessions here inside Coach A coaching community. I've been out. Okay, I've been doing it face to face before the pandemic, and I'm doing it in Decaf Coffee Republic, our home of certified life coaches, our coaching hub. I'm doing it also in Life Coach Philippines, but this is the first time that I'm doing it inside our community. And in this episode, in this series, in this FB Live, what I wanted to really dive in and help fellow community members is the opportunity. Okay, the opportunity. So we're gonna be talking all about opportunity. So if this is the first time, okay, we are talking none other than just opportunities. So let's dive immediately to opportunities in volunteer work. So let me get straight to that part where you are the one, okay, who can give a volunteer work, an opportunity for volunteer work. So now, if you are a business owner or you are a professional, you are somebody who wants to start working on a business, or maybe you're one person who's trying to look into the possibility of an endeavor. Okay, like you've never done this endeavor. This is the first time that you want to do this. Then volunteers will do great for you. Okay, all you needed to do. Okay, all you needed to do is to come out and say, "This is the works that I want to do. I care to do." Okay, it's not that it's either you've got a resources or you don't have a resources. Okay, let me explain. Okay, there are many business owners right now online. Okay, and maybe you can consider this. Okay, there are a lot of business owners doing business online, or maybe they're doing traditional work and now they're shifting to online platform who needs people. Okay, and these people may be coming from different parts of the globe, and so for them to try, okay, it's kind of an OJT. So they're allowing people to come in on a volunteer status or on a volunteer arrangement. Now here's the question you might be asking: so why would people say yes to you? If you're a business owner and you're asking, would you volunteer with me? I need a creative artist with that. Okay, here's the thing: I am not talking about you hiring people paying nothing. It's not right. I don't agree with that. What I am saying here is you as a business owner trying to do something for the first time, or maybe you're trying to expand and you accept volunteers. Now, here's the deal here. Okay. The opportunity is that you allow people, okay, to be trained by you. It means, okay, it's a different thing when you have a great, because this is what I normally see in online. Okay, and if you're connecting, let me know in the chat box. They would say, I want a creative artist, and they don't pay. They say this like for free. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying here is if you are a company who's engaged in creative works, okay, and you've got trainings, you've got machines, you've got technologies, you've got software, okay, and you want to expand and you can train other people, so you can do kind of an ex deal thing. All right, so you ask a volunteer to come in, okay, come in and you train them. Okay, so you give them a value. It's not getting their service for free, but what you're saying is, I want, okay, I'm gonna be training you. Okay, I'm gonna be allowing you to see the back end of what I do and how I run the business, how this new software works, and you volunteer. So there's gonna be a partnership. Volunteer works, okay, volunteering works if there is partnership. So if you are a business owner, if you are a person who wants to get a volunteer, the first question that you have to put in your mind is what is it that you can offer to your volunteers? Okay, what training, what value, okay, that you can give to them. Now, what is the value that you will be getting? Of course, obviously, you're gonna get an extra hand, you're gonna get an extra leg for maybe just a penny, sometimes no money at all. You're gonna get their service for free, all right, which is like really a bonus. But okay, here's the opportunity. When you train someone and you allow them and give them the opportunity to be your volunteers, okay, the best part is you're able to see the right person to grow with you in your business. It's just like training someone, getting the loyalty, building a relationship, and in the process, you get to find out if this person is the right person for you to hire. So it's a win-win. Now, what about the person who volunteered for you? If they did, like, okay, for example, they failed to get to the level of your expertise or maybe the requirement or the criteria, they will be leaving the organization with a grateful heart still because they learned from you. So that's just like the win-win situation. So I want you to consider this, okay? If you are one organization and you have a lot of things to do right now in the transition and there are things that you want to try on, and you've got that expertise to share, why don't you open your corporations, your organizations for volunteers? And you can help a lot of people learn new techniques, new strategies, new skills, okay? And you're able to bless them. Who knows? Maybe you're not going to be hiring them, but they can be hired by other people. How's that? If this is something that's connecting and this is of value to you, let me know in the chat box below. Okay, on the other side of the coin, if you are an individual who's been doing volunteer works, okay, and this is the sad part. Most of the time we see volunteers, okay, and if you are connecting, let me know and say, oh, that's me connecting, okay, that's present, okay. How many of you, because I've met a lot of people, I've been a volunteer for quite some time in the ministry, so oftentimes the sad part of volunteers is they get burned out. Okay, if you are connecting, just let me know and say burned out, and we know maybe you got burned out. You know somebody who got burned out in the ministry, in the volunteer works. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, if you are there and you're feeling like okay, at the end of the day, you just throw the towel and you feel that the volunteer works becomes a burden to you. Here's what I want you to consider. Okay. When you take a volunteer works, the best thing is to consider your biggest why. And when I say the biggest why, oftentimes we kind of go into it feels good. Yes, it feels great. It feels good to volunteer. And if uplift our self-esteem the moment we take a volunteer works. And oftentimes we spend for our volunteer works, right? Because we don't get paid for that. So we spend for transportation, we spend for our t-shirts, we spend for our meal, we spend for a lot of things, right? But here's the thing. When you do a volunteer work, so you're the one getting the volunteer works, I want you to be very mindful, very, very like strategic. Apart from feeling good, which is given, what is my biggest why for doing the volunteer works? It's given. You want to help, you want to serve, you have a big heart. That's your altruistic why. That's given. That's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is you've got a total understanding that the volunteer works that you do helps your mission, personal mission. It is in alignment with your vision, and the volunteer works that you're doing is in alignment to what you want to do in the long term. It means that when you give your heart, when you give your money, your resources, your time, your effort, you know mentally, okay, mentally you are actively participating in the opportunity. All right. So I want you to see that. I want you to see that when you do the volunteer, it's just like more than feeling good. It has to meet your biggest why. So right now inside the community, we've just finished the vision board challenge of 10 days, and we're now going through the 21 goal setting challenge. And there's a lot of things that you want to do in your life, and you don't even have to invest immediately. The best thing for you is to start volunteering for it. And who knows? You realize, oh, that thing is not for me. Or you say, this thing is worth fighting for because I've done the volunteer works, and if not, I'm not getting money for it. I'm enjoying it. I'm happy. I'm joyful. I can do this for life. Then why not do this as a business? All right. So do you get what I mean? Now, I'm sure you feel like there's so much more that you want to hear from me. You want to learn about volunteer works. I've been a volunteer for over a decade. Okay, so let's not talk about the background of that, but I've been a volunteer for over a decade, so I know what I'm talking about. And if you want to understand how you can just like really like move this to a level where you're gonna make a lot of money. When I say money, it means that you can be a blessing to a lot of people. When we talk about wealth, when we talk about creation of wealth, when we talk about money, when we talk about finances, it's because all of us in this tribe, all of us in our camp believes that the more we make money, the more people we get to help. Okay, so we are reaching 1 million people. Okay, of mentally fit individuals, mentally fit change agents like you and me. All right, and it takes a lot of money. There are 195 countries in the globe. We need funds, we need resources, and we don't want to just ask for people for money. We're working, we're serving, and I want you to understand that there is a opportunities in doing a volunteer work. So if this is something that's resonating with you, if this is something that you want to do, let me know. Drop me a personal message, drop a note in there, and let's talk if you're ready to volunteer. All right, so normally, you know that as I close, okay, I'm bringing in a guest to speak about the topic that I discussed. And today, because, okay, it's Decaf Coffee Republic anniversary here in our home, okay, I'm gonna call on screen one person who volunteered with me. She works with me, okay, in the church, and I'll tell you talk about opportunities. This person ended up becoming an owner of the company that you see today. Let's bring it on. My guest for today, live from Decaf Coffee Republic. Coach Raj!
Good, good
Welcome!
afternoon. Good afternoon po. Good afternoon,
Give us
everyone.
a shout out to Coach Raj. Okay, give some love. Come on now, give a hand. Yes, I'm sure, Coach Raj, you are one person who's very much known to many people all the way from Mandaluyong City to Pasig City. So, Coach Raj, for those people globally who's meeting you for the first time, give a big introduction. Who's Coach Raj?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Coach Raj. I'm one of the directors of Tikop Copper Republic, the Home Certified Life Coach. This is my first time to be here on screen, but I feel so nervous po. But Master Coach A, thank you for this opportunity. And before, ayun po, introduce ko lang myself.
Tell them what you
Normally,
do.
every day,
What were you doing, Coach
yeah,
Raj?
every day po, makikita niyo po kami dito sa Decaf Copper Republic. So I'm inviting everyone to visit our home here in Decaf Copper Republic. Sa tapat lang po kami ng Bayanihan Center. And every day, we are excited na kami po yung makikita niyo. Pagpasok niyo pa lang ng Decaf, we are here to welcome you, to serve you, to bring you the drinks, the food, to prepare your food, na to greet you. Kung kailangan niyo po nang makakausap, lahat po kami on floor available na kumausap sa inyo. Kung kailangan niyo lang po nang makikinig sa inyo, ganyan. So, nandun po kami parati sa Decaf Copper Republic.
Coach Raj, everyone you're watching right now, show some love to Coach Raj so she can leave this session beautifully excited. You know that she's excited right now, and let's fill her heart with so much love. Give your shout out. Coach Raj has been serving you. Show her some love, so appreciation. Coach Raj, many people may not know your story, where you started. We met in the church, but during the time, maybe you can tell people what is it that you do. Okay, what is the work that you do before becoming part of Decaf? Come on now. Tell them what you do.
Before becoming part of the Decaf, I was a government employee po. Tapos, I'm volunteering in the church. I started in the church 2010. Tapos,
Yeah.
doon ko po nakilala si Master Coach A na Ate Adet po yung tawag namin sa kanya. So, before po talaga, kasi kilala po talaga si Master Coach A na kapag hindi mo pa kayang humarap, huwag ka munang haharap sa kanya kasi ang ending po nito ay iiyak ka. Pero Master Coach A, so
Bakit
alam niyo yun yung
umiiyak,
ano,
Coach Ron? Bakit
kasi po
umiiyak,
ano
Coach Ron?
eh,
Baka sabihin na pinapagalitan. Or mabait
hindi
akong
po,
leader.
hinuhukay po yung mga ano, yung mga bagay-bagay sa puso. Yun po yun. Kaya po kailangan kapag haharap ka kay coach ay kay Master Coach parang wala naman pong masasabi na handa ka na, pero handa ka na sigurong umiyak.
Tissue Ministry. Okay, go ahead, Coach
Ayun
Ron.
po,
Sige,
tissue
continue what you're doing
ministry.
during the time. Go.
During that time po, I was a volunteer in the kids church, tapos lumipat kami ng ushering. Pero nandun po kami sa ano sa ushering ministry, tapos saka nagbuo yung prayer team. Wherein, doon po go deeper yung friendship namin nila Master Coach at saka ng mga directors ng DCAP Copper Republic. Bali, doon po kasi talaga siya na-form yung pagkakaibigan namin. Ayun po. So, ang ginagawa po ni Master Coach ni Ate Adet before, she gathers every month yung mga leaders, ganyan. So, pinagtsatsagaan niya po kaming kausapin, i-date isa-isa, to go ang tawag po namin doon is purposeful relationship. So, every month po yun. Ginagawa niya po yun sa amin.
Yes.
As in, wala yung humpay. Ayun, so doon siya nabuo yung relationship namin. Ayun, Master.
Okay, talk about your volunteering work. Si Coach Rog po is one person. Sila po yung mga malayo po ang age gap. Malayo ang age gap natin, no? Medyo, Coach Rog, no? Pero sila po yung mga singles in the church. Alam niyo po, tapos yung mga tumatakbo-takbo po sila. Tapos pag may ginagawa ka, sunod lang sila ng sunod. Tama, Coach Rog? Okay. Would you tell the people, what's in your mind during the time that you love volunteering?
Sorry po.
What is it that you love about volunteer works, Coach Rog? What is it that you love about volunteer works?
What is it that I love in volunteering works is aside talaga dun sa nagde-deep yung relationship niyo with each other, is that you know the purpose po kasi why you are doing that. So, like for example,
talk about the purpose, Coach Rog.
Yung yung ginagawa po namin kasi noon is we nag-deeper yung relationship namin in the prayer team. So, in prayer team po, aside sa fellowship na na happy together kayo, but you pray with one another, you strengthen one another, you're sharing life together. So, yun po siya, yung purpose doon. At saka, it's not just for yourself, but also, you're edifying or you're encouraging other people po. You pray for other people na may mga tao po na lumalapit sa inyo, oy, pag-pray nyo naman kami. May mga ganun pong moment.
So, klaro yung purpose, Rog. You talk about the purpose, Coach Rog. Okay, so fast forward. Yes. Saan ka dinala ng volunteer works mo?
Saan
what have you gained from the volunteer works?
What have I gained for the volunteer works? Anong nangyari nun? So, nag-deepen na po yung relationship namin. Naalala ko, Master, na yung mga moments natin before na we go to McDonald's, the 24 hours na McDonald's to have coffee together, to have fellowship together. But nung nagsasalita ka kanina, I was bring back to the experience, to the moment na we were on Baguio. We talk about volunteering kanina. Pero,
go, Coach Rog! Somebody will bring you to Coach Rog!
Okay. I was brought back sa experience on Baguio kanina na sabi niyo po kanina is volunteering is a partnership po. Tapos, yung moment lang during those time na nasa Baguio is we know yun na po kasi parang we know you from the very start. So yung question nyo lang po sa amin yun is that what are you willing to lay down for the mission? Ito na po yung moment na for the information of everyone. Ito na po yung moment na magi-start na yung DCAP journey namin. yun po. Parang kami, parang since bago kami sa papasukin namin, wala kami po yung mga ano talaga, mga tawag namin na shiwari-wap na sumusunod-sunod lang talaga kay Master Coach A. Parang, ayun yung moment na wala talaga kaming kaalam-alam sa mundo. But God has been so good. God has been so faithful. And si Master Coach A, I just wanna use this opportunity na to really saying thank you, Chairman, for giving us the opportunity na to be trained. Ayun po.
Coach Rog, there is so much emotions in there. Okay, so thank you.
Yes.
Coach Rog is Coach Rog is one of the volunteers in the church. So she's been to different ministry, but really the top, maybe I would say the toughest, the longest, or the deepest volunteer works that she did is really being part of the prayer team. Coach Rog is a very prayerful person. Like she is the person together with another member of our team during the time did the prayer walk in Mandaluyong City. So long hours of prayer, Coach Roch, and a fellow, fellow church and fellow member. It's been a beautiful time to remember that volunteer works with bear fruits. So in the time, in the case of Coach Roch, her prayer walk, her being part of the prayer team, her part of volunteering whenever we call in a tea party, we do some food gathering in there. It brings her to a moment that where she is right now, not only trained, but yes, indeed, she is one of the directors and one of the owners of the Corporate Republic. So opportunities opens to you when you enter into a partnership with a person, with the organization who's giving you the opportunity to volunteer, which many times it is what is being overlooked because people just volunteer for the sake of feeling great. So more than feeling great, as Coach Raj would say, look into your purpose for the volunteer works. Coach Raj, I'm gonna throw back to you the floor. I want you to close it with the back. Okay, so like close the Tuesdays with Master Coach A. Take it away, Coach Raj.
Thank you everyone. Thank you Master Coach A for this opportunity po for this afternoon. I'm inviting everyone if alam niyo kung nasa puso niyo po talaga na I remember when I was young, it's always been my dream na nakikita ko kasi yung mga social worker before. Pero sabi ko, anong gagawin ko pag magiging social worker ako? But alam niyo, God has really a great plan for you. Sometimes hindi natin naiintindihan kung ano yung path na dinadaanan natin. But all we need to do is, alam mo, yung volunteer is never an easy path. In my personal journey, I have a lot of things na tumatambaling ako, pumapalakda ako. But God is so gracious to give you giving you the grace to stand again. So you all, sabi nga ni Master Coach A kanina, always go back on the why you have said yes to God doing a volunteer work.
Thank you, Coach Raj. Let's close it with a love bomb boom. So everyone, thank you for joining me once again for another live episode of Tuesday with Master Coach A. Love bomb boom. Love bomb boom. Love bomb boom.
Thank you.
See you once again. Bye. See you next Tuesday.